Hi guys, welcome back. It's been a while. Scatlink here and we're off for more of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. In the last episode, we went round Hyrule Field and I believe Zora's Domain as well as Gerudo Valley. No, it wasn't Gerudo Valley. Yeah, to get Gold Skulltulas. Sorry, like I said, it's been a while. I haven't exactly caught up on what we did last time because, you know, holiday, well, my birthday and stuffs. So that's kind of a thing. Now, I want to actually ride the pony to the opposite side here, because what we're going to do to start off the day was, in this episode, is to, well, first of all, race this dude, because it's pretty much the only thing we've got left until we've got absolutely nothing to do outside of dungeons, and then we've got to do the Shadow Temple, which will be starting today. And what dude are we going to be racing? Well, the Running Man, of course, the infamous Running Man. And if you've noticed by now, the bridge has been rebuilt. That's because the carpenters did that once we rescued them. And the Running Man won't race us because there will be no way for him to cross the bridge otherwise. What you want to do is turn the pony towards the bridge, and hopefully you'll be able to get out here pretty quick. Because when you walk in here, not only are all four carpenters are here, which we don't want to talk to, the Running Man will now actually challenge us to a race. I will be getting into some things about this dude later, but for now we've got to actually race him to the entrance, well, to the bridge inside the Lost Woods towards Kakiri Forest. I can't talk today. I'm the wandering Running Man. I've run over this land in search of a true competitive spirit. He's the same person that we gave the bunny hood to. Don't know where he's put it now. I beat all my challengers, man and beast. You're an athletic guy, and you look like you might have a true killer instinct too. Well, killer instinct's fine, and we are a little bit athletic, but in terms of your speed, we're kind of shit. Now that the bridge over Gerudo Valley is complete, I'm looking for a challenger to have a commemorative race against. The best time to go from here to the bridge of the Lost Woods was 2 minutes 38. That's his record. That may sound a little bit easy to beat, but he's got a trick up his sleeve. Will you challenge my record? You want to say yes, because this is the final thing that we need on our scorecard to make it complete. You know, the thing that hangs up above our bed in Kakiri Forest. We want to accept it, and the timer will appear as soon as we've done talking to him. Excellent then. You go first. I'll give you a head start. Yeah, right. Now, go ahead. And a timer begins. Now, we want to hurry up to Kakiri Forest as quickly as possible, but you're not allowed to warp. I don't believe so. And I've never actually tried it. Well, I might have tried it earlier, well, as a kid, early on. And don't do this now, opponent, please. We're on a time limit here. Move forward. I'm pressing forward. Don't do this to me now, girl. Can't afford this. Really, I just want to beat his record of 2 minutes 38. I'm not exactly bothered about what score I get, but I am hoping to beat my best score, which is 1 minute 48, I believe, which is pretty much the same score that I have for the horseback racing that you have to do to get the cow from Malon. But yeah, this is the last thing that we've got to do on our scorecard, other than grabbing all the Gold Skulltulas, because that also gives you a count if you can't be bothered to check it in your pause menu for whatever reason. Kakiri Forest is literally a straight-on route, but I believe you can't jump over this fence. I think I've tried that before. There's no point using carrots at the moment because I'm on a turn. Okay, let's go. I'm sorry for a little bit of a sloppy intro for this video, like I wasn't knowing what I'm talking about, but I remember now we beat the Spirit Temple, and all we've got now is this, outside of dungeons, and then we've just got the Shadow Temple, and that's pretty much it. We're almost done with this game. Funny that, considering that I'm also finishing my Wi-Fi matches, because, you know, I'm recording this pretty early. Well, it's not the 20th yet, but it is coming towards it. And man, I did good on my time. But then, once we walk in, guess what? He's already beat us! How? And the time is still ticking! Whew! You did quite well. But you couldn't beat me. Your time was 1:22, but I just beat you by 1 second. You have to challenge me again sometime. Goodbye then. And you know what? He just runs off. And you can't stop him. Now, time for a few fun facts. You think you can just cheat with cheat codes and freeze the timer to 000 and then get here before he does, well, guess what? If you do that, he'll say the exact same thing like you didn't win at all, because there's no code scripted or anything for you winning. You cannot win, because even if you cheat for 0.00 seconds, he'll still say that he beat you by 1 second, so that technically means that he beat you before you even began the race, because, you know, he did it by -1 second. So, yeah, I guess you could say that is Nintendo's way of trolling cheaters, but, yeah. But the only reason why I need to actually race him is because, as you can see here, because I don't think I've actually shown the scorecard yet for quite a while, we've got Spider Squished, which is the Gold Skulltula count, we've got Largest Fist Caught, which is 18, I think it reverts to your child one if you go back as a child, because you know you wouldn't have caught it yet. Marathon time, which is what we just did. Horseback race time, you have to beat 50 seconds to get the cow. And horseback archery, 1590 points. So the scorecard is now complete. All we got to do now is pretty much head to the graveyard, and I don't even need to waste time cutting because I can just walk there, right in the comfort of my own home. So we are now beginning the Shadow Temple dungeon already. There is nothing else to do outside of dungeons, except for finding one more Gold Skulltula that is not in the dungeon. Because remember, like I said in the last episode, whatever dungeon is labelled as a temple has 5 Gold Skulltulas. That's been kind of the norm, as you've noticed. Forest, fire, water, spirit, they've all had 5 Gold Skulltulas. And as the Shadow is going to have 5 Gold Skulltulas, we're going to be up to 99 once we beat the dungeon. So whatever the hell was the last one, we'll find that out later. But for now, we've got to burn, baby, burn! And cast Inspire to light all these torches. Whoosh! It's like a power bomb. Hop on in. I actually need my hookshot for this. And you also want to have your Lens of Truth on as well. I'm not too sure about the fairy bow, but I think I'm good enough for now. Actually, I do want my bombs equipped, so I'm going to dequip my Ocarina for a change. Like I normally say, I don't normally do that when I play this game. I like to have my Ocarina equipped all the time. But yeah. And obviously we need to know that we have to hookshot across this hole, and you can just use the normal hookshot. You're going to get a reminder to get the Iron Truth from the bottom of the well, if you haven't got it already. And yes, once again, well, not as much as the Spirit Temple, but this dungeon's a lot more action-orientated, but it does have a few traps as well, because, you know, creepy and everything. The first puzzle that you don't actually have to do quite yet, but you want to do anyway, just get out of the way, is notice that these skulls disappear, except for this one. As you can see, this one isn't a fake, however, the others are. What you got to do is, well, I accidentally skipped that box. You got to push this towards the real one. So, if you count the torch as 12 o'clock, you want to push it to roughly 7 or 8 o'clock. Counterclockwise, it's just quicker that way. Because once you push it, and it always moves in increments anyway, so you can just let go once you go on a certain point. The puzzle will not activate actually until you move away, because if you get wrong and you move away, the floor will actually open up from below you, but I'm not going to show that off because I don't want to look like a noob, even though I already knew what it was. And I love how that the fake torches become a light after you complete the puzzle, even though they are still fake, as well as the flames themselves. That, my friends, is a true illusion. But yes, before we even cross that, as you notice that gap may be a little bit too big for us to make, even with a jump attack. Look how wide that jump is. It's impossible to make. Well, maybe unless you do like the bomb hover explosion jump, like use the force to make your jump bigger, or use the knockback you get from this torch somehow. But I'm not going to do that, because we need to go for 100%, and the items that we need are actually through this invisible wall through this door. So we got to go through more crypts before we go through the actual dungeon, because we're heading back on ourselves. The one who gains the Eye of Truth will be able to see what is hidden in the darkness. Get ready to see that quite a lot. Any wall that has shining eyes in the skulls is going to say that. As you can see here, Shadow Temple, here is gathered Hyrule's bloody history of greed and hatred. Or booty history, as Lucajin and her mate called it. I can't remember his name, sorry dude. Re-dead, not worth my time. One-shotted, and we've also got some bats. Okay, target please. I would actually like to target these bloody bats. Thank you very much. Okay, whatever. I'll just do it myself. Bloody Navi, not now. You're targeting the enemies and you didn't actually lock onto it. What the hell are you doing? Don't know what's up with Navi in this room. She doesn't want to target anything at all. I'm looking directly at it. You kill the bat. Come on, this is winding me up now. Oh, I had it. Alright, got you. No, die. You go squish now. Thank you. But that was hectic for an easy room. Navi wouldn't lock onto the bats. And when I did, I had a nervous trigger finger because I didn't think I locked on, and I just get rid of the lock on. And I think I've got some arrows there. I'll take those. And we're going to open this chest. What's in the treasure chest? We've got the map. Yeah, now we can actually check how big this dungeon is. This dungeon, well, I would say is quite big and long, but that's only because that most of the rooms are either interjoining or they're absolutely massive. I mean, look at that one room at the top there. That is huge. And it also interlaces on another floor as well. But don't worry, you don't have to do much on that floor. So that's pretty much it, really. There's not really much to say about this dungeon, really, other than even though the game is like rated E for everyone, and yes, we all know about the booty history. God's sake. So this what is hidden in the darkness? Tricks full of ill will. You can't see the way forward. Yes, I can. Shut your face. There's like, oh, you haven't got it yet? You still haven't got the Lens of Truth yet? Are you sure you have the Lens of Truth? Have you been using it recently? Yes, game, I have it. Can there not just be a check saying that I have it or not? I mean, really. It's really monotonous. And I like how this wall actually talks to you, and it's not that wall, it's this wall. That's kind of weird. But yeah, I think, other than that, we've got to go through here, and guess what? We've got to fight Dead Hand again. I mean, look at this. But hey, now that we have the Lens of Truth, there's a new trick that we can use instead of getting grabbed by the hands of doom. If you use the Lens of Truth, you can actually see a shadow. Look at that. That's where the actual boss, mini-boss, is hiding. Obviously, if you grab hands, he's going to come out of the ground. But if you want to be cheap, just place a bomb, run away, and lure him out by blowing the ground above him, and he'll resurface. Target him, jump attack with the... Oh, okay, so when he turns around, he's actually got invincibility frames, because you saw there, I can cut right through him with the bigger sword, so I can actually reach his head. But apparently he has invincibility frames, which I never knew of, until just recently. And I can reach him regardless, even if he doesn't lower his head. Whoa, what happened there? I was getting, like, thrown by the hands. Okay, hands, get off me. Never do that when I'm fighting him, okay? Oh, bloody hell, look how cheap that is. Right in between two hands. I'm going to have to chuck the bomb. Sorry if I'm not making much sense. There's just too many things trying to commentate on. Do not go near the hands while I'm trying to jump attack him, because then that weird thing that I just had happened. It's like I was getting juggled and Link wasn't making any noise at all. And you're done! Why did that go right through his head? Excuse me? It did it again! Okay, seriously? I'm just gonna whack you. There we go. For some weird reason I couldn't jump attack him. My sword was going right through him and not hitting his head. Game? Whatever. Anyway, we get another we get another dungeon item, and guess what? It's the last item that we need. Well, except for the one arrow that we're missing, but other than that, this is also required to get through the Gerudo training grounds as well, I believe. And even if not, we need them anyway. We get fancy new footwear, hover boots. With these mysterious boots, you're going to hover above the ground. The downside, no traction. You can use these to walk for short periods where there is no solid ground. Be brave and trust in the boots. Yes, we have to trust our lives in the boots. And we have to also respect the boots. Do you know why? Because shoes have soles. And these soles are shiny as gold. That's how you know that they're good shoes. But the problem is, you have perma ice physics unless you remove them. And it's actually a lot worse than what it's actually a lot worse in the 3D version. You slip a lot more. But I think that's to make people remove them a lot more often, because you can just press the button to remove them. other than going into the menu all the time, because in this game, well, in any other versions other than the 3D version, because it's a pain in the arse to keep pausing, I'm guessing Nintendo realised that and didn't want to make them too slippery to be annoying and unplayable with. Because in the 3D version they added that little thing, because look at this! Yeah! Ninja skills! For the win! We're better than Jesus. He can walk on water, we can walk on nothing. But only for a limited time. I think it's like 1.5 seconds, so it's very short. But yeah, with these boots we can progress. Oh lord. And yeah, rolling just makes you roll on the spot most of the time. It doesn't give you the speed boost you would expect. And once you kill this thing, if you play the Sun Song in this spot, or the Song of Storms, you'll get yourself a gold fairy, and you'll be able to fully heal yourself. You want to go to the left here. This is the first room we want to traverse. And guess what? Guillotines! You have to either roll underneath them to dodge, or just crouch, which is basically use your shield outside of L targeting or Z targeting. And if you're using, if you're using the big iron sword, you should be able to crouch as well, because you know that's how it works. Let's grab that rupee. Got a bit of a motor mouth going on today. Right, I want to stand out of that pentatonical circle because that's where the blades are. I'm gonna hit that. Whoa, the beam, the sword slash effect actually went through me and yet it didn't hurt me. Nice. Hitboxes. How do they work? Anyway, gotta grab all these silver rupees, open the door, which is all the way forward. Do not want to go to the left here at the moment. Oh, how did that not hit me? Anyway, let's get in here. I believe there's also a hidden chest in here. No, I'm thinking of a different room that looks similar and has a guillotine. It's later on. Get a small key, which we require to progress. Turn around. We want to go here. And we want to go explore down here. Now, notice that this is going to tell you that, well, once Navi translates for us, it says, if you want to see a ferry to the other world, come here. So yeah, it's trying to trick you, but if you have the hover boots, you will be able to get out of the trap. But we want to go down there anyway, so let's just turn around and grab the ledge. And I want to actually grab the grating. There we go. Okay, drop, push forward, drop, push forward. There we go. And we can hear a gold Skulltilla, but guess what? We can't actually do anything down here because there's a block blocking our exit below. So we got to actually get into this big room a different way in order to move that block out of the way and open up a shortcut. And possibly get that gold Skulltilla. And no, you cannot hookshot off this bloody grater. I don't know why it's so selective in some areas. I mean, you can do it in the Spirit Temple, you can do it in the Fire Temple, but you can't do it in the Shadow Temple or the Forest. Well, actually, no, you can do it in some walls on the Forest Temple, excuse me. Because, you know, you can hookshot the bloody, what's it called? The ivy on the walls. So that could be a thing. Anyway, let's get out of here. I'm mumbling. Roll like a bastard. Don't know why I said that. I haven't got a lot to say about this bloody room, and oh, you had to respawn, didn't you? Get out of there! Oh, and by the way, the mirror shield will not bounce the laser back at him, so it'll just do what the Hylian shield does, and it'll just block it. Now, we've got 2 Gibdos in this room. It's pretty simple on what you want to do here. You want to charge up your big beam, and you just want to do 1 or 2 spin attacks depending on your sword, and another chest appears. What goodies can be contained? And it's the holy chest, because it's got torches surrounding it, and I actually want that magic. Om-nom-nom-nom. Again with this noise. I don't know what to say when the bloody chests are opening because I'm running out of things to say now. Seriously, we're coming up to the end of the game. What can I say? Compass! Pointless to me. Helpful for you. If you're a newbie at the game or you're just going for 100%, whatever. We need to actually kill this thing again, so I did not roll. I chucked it. That's one thing good about the hover boots anyway, because look, you can head backwards, chuck the bomb while still having forward momentum. Which is pretty nice, and that didn't blow it up, you serious? That did. Give me some bombs, please, because I'm actually starting to run low. You didn't give me any bombs. Now, as you may have noticed, that's a fake door, that's a fake door, but this one is real. And yes, you can bomb it, because as you can see on the map right now, there's actually a way beyond. And if you hit it with your sword, it will make the ting noise instead of the clang. Open the gate. And now you want to be very cautious because I always do this. As you saw right there, there are Skulltillers hiding in the ceiling, and they will come out of the ceiling to ambush you. You've got to be on top of your game here if you don't want to take some cheap damage. And I always get hit by these things. So hopefully I'll be able to get past these things without actually getting hit. I mean, I've got the hover boots, which doesn't really help because it makes me slide forward a little when I'm trying to come to a complete stop. But what are you going to do? I'm going to get one more room out of the way because we're coming up to time on here. So punch you in the face. And we're not out of the woods yet, or out of the corridor yet. I was thinking I was playing bloody Twilight Princess then. I was trying to turn the camera. Ooh, almost had me, didn't you? But almost doesn't come close. Watch for the shadows of monsters that hang from the ceiling, so you always want to keep moving up to this point in this room, because as long as you're over a ledge or something, just dodge through these guillotines here like a ninja. Yes, look, if you're on solid ground, you have the chance of being caught by a floor master. And we have a oh, whoa! Bloody hell! What was up with him? This must have been a ninja from the dead. Jesus Christ! Ninja's hoe? Did you see that jump on him? That was insane. Anyway, use the lens of truth here to find some invisible platforms, and you can just walk along them, or you can jump them, but obviously, so you can avoid death a lot easier, you want to keep the hover boots equipped. And I think this was the guillotine room I was thinking of earlier. Just have to loop around. Yep, and this guillotine room, it has an invisible guillotine, but the room is pretty much empty and quite spacious. So really you don't even have to worry about it as long as you stay out of the circle. We've got to kill all enemies to open that door, and I should really have the green tunic on for this dungeon, because there's a bunch of like-likes in this level, a lot more than you would think. And as long as we have the... You serious? I don't know what spit me out. The like spitting me out itself, or me getting hit by the guillotine while being inside the like. But as you saw there, I got 8, and, well, it didn't steal my shield, because there's only one mirror shield in the game, and therefore, if it's stolen, you can't complete the game, so it's immune to likes. And because the Kiri tunic is your default tunic and doesn't have any other properties that are special to it, it avoids likes. So now we're completely immune to likes, except for damage itself. And I think the bats in this room are invisible as well. If I can just find them. No, they're not. They're just very hard to see because they blend in with the darkness of this bloody dungeon. And I think we've got to go to the opposite side of the level now. Joy. Let's do that. I actually want the lens of truth on here because I need to dodge the guillotine. Okay, there's one right on the wall there. I'm Batman! Boom. Okay, and I think that was not it. Now, if you notice here, there are hearts floating up here for no apparent reason. I did not mean to get a bomb out. What I was trying to do was use my Ocarina. Play the Song of Time, to summon a Song of Time block, and you can get that extra energy if you need it. I don't think I do, and I don't think I'm going to have to, because I am so stocked up on heart containers right now. Hello, bomb, exploding in a cutscene. And I think that's about it. Now, where's that last bloody bat? I can hear it, it's definitely on this side of the room. Ow! That was my stupid, idiotic... Stop getting hit! Oh, found it! It was right above me the whole bloody time when I was fighting the like. Why didn't you dive bomb me, eh? Okay, seriously, hit it. I'm not switching from my bow and arrow for one bloody bat. Kill the bat! God! Why are you so annoying? God, just as bad as they were in Dodongo's cavern. Just won't cooperate today. Yeah, of course, because they don't want to die. Nah, that would just be too simple. First gold Skulltiller of the day, serving it up my way, but sadly that's the only one we're going to get in this dungeon in this episode, because we're coming up like way past 25 minutes now, so I'm going to just grab the rest of these chests, which contains a bundle of arrows, which we did not even need, as well as 5 rupees, which is another replacement. Deco Shield, I believe so. So yeah, this room was just for Gold Skulltilla. But hey, I wanted to get at least one in this episode, because otherwise we'll probably be breaking the chain of getting one literally every episode at least. So, in the next episode, guys, we will plunge further into the deep darkness that is known as the Shadow Temple, and we will hopefully rescue Impa. See you guys then.